Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video. Uh, to do this live reaction of the death battle of Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto, aka Yami Yugi, aka Tame. The death battle is about to launch in about 38 seconds. We're not gonna be on the we're not gonna be completely synced with the premiere. Like I said, they're gonna be, because we're gonna be going over the stuff. So don't mind all that. So they're gonna be starting it very soon. As we try to get this up, for people that are watching this on my premiere, because this is going to be premiered for anybody who is wondering, as we wait here for the thing to come up. All right, so the video from Death Battle has officially come up on Premiere. I have it set to where the video actually starts. That really is all that matters. Everyone knows my opinion if you've seen my two previous videos. There was apparently a delay in the Death Battle. It was an hour late, which is not good for me because I got the Packers game coming up at 4:25. So, gonna get this up and give my thoughts on this. So what we're gonna do is put the thing up here. As you can see, I got the thing up. We'll put it up so you guys can see this. Oh, not that. Was that right? No. Aha, here we go. All right, so here we go. Everyone, again, knows my opinion from if you've seen the videos that I've done, including the one from yesterday, that I think this is a complete stomp for Yugi. I'm also going to disable the chat over here that they got going because I don't really need to see it. If this thing will let me. Okay, come on, come on. There we go. All right, so I have it on the moment where the video technically starts since it's a premiere. Right now, there was an hour delay, so without any further ado, Yugi versus Ash. Well, still waiting, I guess. All right, ready? All right, Yugi versus Ash.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Okay.
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's where's my boomstick?
Okay, hold on, wait a
Analyze their
minute.
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay, first of all, we don't need the closed captions. We know what they're saying. So, anyways. The animation's pretty good. So Ash is going to use the Mega Evolution. And again, they're using like a model from Pokemon Master.
He's where's my boomstick?
Seen Dark
And it's
Magician.
our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right.
This is a big episode. Just look at how long
Yes.
it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah, go check out Mad Mushroom's newest game. Journey to wipe out hordes, find new followers, unlock new quests, and look cool.
I am not sponsored by this, so it's not
Swarm
matter
is
to me.
on Steam now. And 15% off.
Okay.
% off for a limited time. Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
Okay. Why are we looping? Why are we looping here? Come on.
Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
All the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your
Yes.
rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb group.
All right, so they're showing all the stuff he has. Age 10 for 25 years plus. National Ash Ketchum Day, September 15th. I did not know that. Then again, everyone has one, it seems like now, right? It's like kind of the thing to do now.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So, Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And wait, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of
Yes.
Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow-red enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the game.
This is true.
What this Pikachu dishes out.
Pikachu is
Somehow,
OP.
Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this
Loves
same
ketchup.
electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball.
Yes,
and
the Volt Tackle that he should never have been able to learn, but okay. Because he's Pikachu. He's Ash's Pikachu, so he can learn everything.
They're blasting off again.
So clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on
The
Swell,
Thunder Armor.
you know, is vulnerable to
I
lightning.
researched that.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opted for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great
Yes.
philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Missing Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bites, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in the shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time. But if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Layla's Ice Beam.
One time,
Okay.
his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine.
But are we going to talk about every Pokemon now?
Battering ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim. Or that's what I would say if Tobias didn't action replay a frickin' Latios. My man will win 4 kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just
But they changed dialogue.
Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over
Yes.
past, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson.
Yeah, still, I'm still upset about that one, by the way. That's been like years, and I'm like, nah, man.
Light speed
He should have won that. He should have won that.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one.
If he should have won that, he definitely should have won the damn
Blastoise
Yoda.
like
That was fucking
Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic toss.
Seismic toss.
The people's elbow of Pokemon.
While Solar Beam explodes on impact, it explodes and absorbs sunlight from the beam. In episode 31, Diglett is said to have pulled underground to light speed. Yeah, and yeah, Solar Beam is definitely impactful, so that's a pretty good point.
Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and
But are we gonna talk about like, okay, hold on. Professor Oak is referring to by James in XY92. In XY5 and XY86, these episode segments are shown to be broadcast on television, providing them canon. Okay.
souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surf it, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, like a rock, Rapido, Torkoal, Slimy.
With new regions or new
Pokey
flying
Rat.
types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense.
Are we gonna mention Primate too?
and
That
Gibble
he only
will
had for
Draco
one
Meteors
episode,
on anyone,
even though he
but
caught
they
it.
look at them.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree, he chucked it like it was nothing.
Yeah, Ash is actually pretty strong than a lot of people give
And he
credit
does a lot.
for a
Maybe
10-year-old.
secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Oh, they actually showed Primate.
The Mr. Mind back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and
Okay, so this is actually something that a viewer brought up yesterday on my live stream when we were doing the analysis on the preview. Is they brought up Dahlia, aka Ash's mom, Mr. Mine, which does have Mirror Coat, can learn Mirror Coat, but it's never been stated, or I don't think I don't remember him using it in the battle, like that specific Mr. Mine. So that's something, did that Mr. Mine learn it? But I said that was a circumstantial argument. I still don't think it is enough to take out the gods, but there is a good argument for possibly damaging Slifer with that. I'm finding it very interesting that this is being brought up here, because we literally just talked about this yesterday.
Mine.
I wouldn't be using it, but it seems like Death Battle's going to use it.
You with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a
Wait a minute. Did they mention Mirror Coat? Hold on, go back.
This is Jackal excels at CQ.
God damn it all.
Steel beams and aura spheres, and with Mega Evolution.
Oh, I want to go back to seeing that again. Because I don't think he mentioned it. Hold on.
Like it was nothing.
Yes.
Ash chooses
We know
his
that.
ways
Ash is
he
stronger than
wants.
we
He
thought.
does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like they mentioned Primate.
The Mr. Mind back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime.
Okay.
Stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball
Hold on.
and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his
Okay,
pals with Aura.
I don't know why this thing won't let me pause. Anyways, okay, so they don't mention Mirror Coat specifically for Mr. Mime. Something also too, he didn't catch Mr. Mime, like he catched him later, I think. I don't remember that though, but he brought Mr. Mime back for Dahlia, and obviously he was with Dahlia for years as like her like maid essentially, or butler, I guess. But I think it was until like just this recent series, right, Pokemon Journeys, where Mr. Mime started actually battling with Ash, alongside Ash. That's kind of very interesting to note there. But they don't mention Mirror Coat, which is, one of my viewers brought that up, is like, it was never stated that, he learned it or he used it. So I guess they're not going to include that here then, because I thought they might include it when they mentioned Mr. Mime here.
It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal
Okay, Lucario.
excels in CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the
Gun.
Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros.
Yes.
And he keeps...
And we never saw it.
Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the head.
I will say one thing, because a lot of people don't give Ash enough credit for how strong he is. In the Pokemon world, some of the stuff that happens to Ash could never happen to a regular real life human. Like, they get electrocuted, they get burned on fire by their own Pokemon. Like, the log thing, obviously, which is essentially a full tree. He picked that up like it was nothing, and he's 10 years old. Like, I don't think a lot of people give Ash Ketchum and the Pokemon characters, especially since they're kids, enough credit for how strong they are, because I think a lot of people just look at them as just kids. And they, and Pokemon is about the Pokemon, fighting, not the humans necessarily. So I think a lot of people that watch Pokemon and do these type of versus fights arguments very, very underrate a lot of the Pokemon trainers. Not that I think that changes the outcome, because I think obviously there's a lot more for Yugi, but I'm just saying that I think Ash doesn't get enough credit for that.
Backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along
Okay.
like rice balls and jelly
That's
beans.
interesting.
They saved the world from Lysander, who
Mind
tried to
Control,
kill
Bond,
all life.
James,
They fought the
Skate.
Giants. The Reggie kind, not the New York one.
So we're scaling. Ash and his Pokemon registered. The mind controlled. Thank the Bond. Skate. Okay, well, I mean they're scaling with a black hole.
Ultimate Reggie Gigas, who could tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blastburn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charge right, 4Kids.
Boomstick 4Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless,
Yeah.
Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train.
so
And
don't
thanks
blame
to some
that.
really
Don't blame it on
delicious
4Kids.
His new Gengar.
Stop blaming everything on 4Kids.
Kaiju Gengar. He haunts foes with G-Max.
What about
terror,
Dragonite?
or even
I mean, he
swallows
caught
up.
that in Journeys.
Smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many Pokemon they have to mention. I don't know how much analysis you can go over.
This Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a gun in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's
Yeah, it's
roar
mystical.
of time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu.
Okay, wait a minute. Are they going to count that even though Ash never caught these Pokemon, that they're going to count for Ash because he befriended them? Because if that's the case, then why shouldn't Yugi be allowed to use other monsters from his deck, from stuff outside of his deck? Why can't he use Joey's deck then, or Kaiba's deck? Like, I don't like where this is going. That he might be potentially being allowed to use legendaries that he doesn't actually own.
With Pikachu in the Tournament of Champions and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free. 4 kids let my boy win. Yes.
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked away and landed. Because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Hopefully, it eventually does at some point for Ash.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this.
Again, I'm not sponsored by this, so I'm skipping.
So we know it's legit.
Quince makes
It lets me.
look sharp battle for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/deathbattle.
Free shipping and 365-day return. Quince.com/deathbattle.
Oh my god.
Many a theory.
All right, here we go.
The mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens?
Oh, by the way, they didn't
are
mention
gamers.
Dragonite, which I'm still kind of
Played
surprised by.
games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punish dark
Are they gonna say
arts
4 kids
with
again? Is
death.
Boomstick gonna make a joke about 4 kids
The
again?
Shadow Game.
No, Wiz. They were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow
Yes.
Games was lost across time, and the pieces of
No, you can just say they died.
It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil, and in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpa's
Okay.
game shop.
But little did he know
Friends
that
with Bobo
completing the
Bobo. Oh
puzzle
my god, I
would
hate
lend
that
his spirit to an
I hate that
ancient
anime.
pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand, and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's Griddle Air Hockey, Mario Party with Chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard. Take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his help, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
Mind
The
Crush.
puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items.
Others have used penalty games at will incapacitating victims, but Yami doesn't resort to them unless he wins a game or catches cheating.
They're juiced up by
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Makura and some seriously hardcore LARP,
Why are we calling him Dark? Why are we not just calling him Yami?
made the dynamic duo.
with friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey. Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups.
Magic cards.
Sony, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz, but what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo
Okay.
and have it multiply.
Egyptian
With a
gods.
1,000-strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but I'm about brute force.
Buster
Blader,
Blader, Celtic Guardian.
Swordsman, summon skull, shoots bolts of lightning, and the
But how are we?
stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living
That was
clock
only
fast forward
in-
to rewinds a local area of time.
Again, that was only in the first season when they broke the rules. Yugi gave Time Wizard to Joey, but had used it in his deck, such as the Automated Giant. I guess when did he use it though? I don't remember him using it. Unless it was in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero.
Turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters
His
of
ap-
dark magic, and
his
Yugi often
apprentice.
pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, he brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real world.
Again, this is compositing. And by the way, they never did mention the Electric Tales of Pikachu in the Pokemon analysis for Ash. So if you're going to prioritize 2 different sources, which go in 2 different directions, that to me pisses me off. That is a composite right there.
Card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn, Resurrection.
So they're gonna use the spell cards, too, in the drafts?
And Pot of
This
Greed
makes it
lets
even
Yugi draw
worse.
2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like.
If things get dicey, he has more.
Some of these cards are banned,
level
by the way,
like
in the
Dimension
real-life
Space,
card
which
game,
reflects
so-
damage directly
As a matter of fact,
to the
actually, a
opponent's
lot of them
life
are.
points.
And if his monsters and life points.
Pot of Greed's been banned since 2000, since the ban list was created.
Get 'em all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls, Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ballgame altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end, or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels.
Yes, this was broken.
Ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past God's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark
Well, wait a minute.
Girl's magic into black burning
Pause
magic.
that. Pause. Can we pause? Why is it not letting me pause?
Ain't new for the magicians. In the movie, Bonds
Okay. We're just going to go back a little bit here. First of all, just want to clarify. He used a trick.
So
Yami and Yugi.
He used a trick to force Merrick's mind slaves to draw a bunch of cards, which led to him losing. That's how he got Slifer.
Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into black burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against
What about the first movie?
Kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat
We're not going to mention the first movie?
which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that
Why are we
spawned
mentioning
an entire
Jaden stuff?
universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the
Okay,
realm
well,
of
I'm
darkness.
trying to
It
pause.
was time for Yugi to finish the...
Okay, several feats use hologram monsters, but these monsters and their abilities became real within situations through the Millennium Item, Kaiba and Bakura, Dual Disc, V3, etc., making such feats accessible. Yes.
puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will dual monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart
Monster
of the
Reborn.
universe.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this
Why are they not
time.
making 4Kids jokes for this, but they're doing it for
For
Pokemon?
Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following.
Like, why are they not being consistent? Why are they making 4Kids jokes for Pokemon, but they're not doing it for Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, 4Kids still like worked on Yu-Gi-Oh throughout its entire run. To a certain extent, you could argue that it's still going on today, even though technically it's not quote unquote the same company, even though it really is.
Series like GX and 5Ds.
That Konami is controlling.
Too, if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
He's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all necessary darkness for good. The epitome of screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti
Tricks.
created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with
Destroy the Millennium Ring.
light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing.
What about Dark Side of
A
Dimensions?
post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet.
Atem's
Yugi
full
had grown as a
of the
duelist
gods
and a person.
situation
His victory proved that
and
he
called
no
the
longer
party.
needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away, or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend into the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story, another duel, another game, and you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Okay.
The Battle of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make It happen without some help from our friends at Raycon.
That's right. This message is sponsored by Raycon. If you're looking for a holiday gift, Raycon's essential open earbuds should be at the top. All right, the combatants are because great gifts should show up late.
All right. So again, final prediction. Despite some of the things, like the thing that's really concerning me is the whole including legendaries that technically Ash doesn't actually own, because they're friends. That to me is viewed as outside help. So that's really my only concern here. In terms of everything else, I think Yugi still wins. I mean, they even talked about how the feats work with the monsters. I mean, like, it's overpowered, you know? So, Yugi wins. We'll see how this battle goes. I can't wait to see what the animation looks like.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to death battle!
Okay, that's pretty cool. That was a pretty cool start. It's a free-for-all.
You okay, Pikachu?
What about all the other Pokemon?
Tricky. Hang in there.
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack, and I set one card face down to end my turn.
End your turn. I thought we were just doing the battle.
It's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with quick attack. Everyone else.
I don't like that turn restriction. Because then Ash has to, or Yugi has to, like, draw the cards, right? Wait,
Great job.
that's...
Now,
Okay.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise! Dimension Space!
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Actually using all the Doros.
I choose you!
Mega Evolution! Light. Oh yeah, so this is past the 5 card limit. Okay. I give them a lot of props for a lot of, because they're animating, like, those are all models of all the monsters in Pokemon. Like, that's just, it's crazy. That had to take a lot of work. See, no, I don't like that. That's... I don't... You're using legendaries that are friends. Legendaries that are friends. Yes. I don't know, man. That's... They even mentioned Dragonite in this, too, which I don't understand that either. We're having a lot of, What happened? Can't see.
Sorry, partner.
Hold on. Everything keeps getting cut out. Like, when I'm trying to watch it. So now we're getting regular Yugi now?
It's my turn now.
What about all the other gods? So far we only have Slifer. Like, what about Winged Dragon or Raw? Okay, good. Okay, now we have all the gods.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's not...
Goddess of light! This is it! Magician! Flash
Okay.
burning magic! Harakti! Joser!
It's all the gods together. Yeah, it's mystical.
Pikachu, let's finish this together! 10 million
You activated my trap card!
Trap card.
Cylinder! With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your life points directly!
What life points? He doesn't have any life points. What life points? Okay, you know what? That was cool. That was cool.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
It wasn't a duel. It was a freaking. Okay, so that was the right move. That was the right decision. Well, yeah, he's a mystic. So yeah, because he did. Yeah, it was a mystic. Yeah. But I still didn't mention. I still didn't like how they just mentioned like all the legends. They didn't use them, but I didn't like how they just were like, yeah, we're gonna just talk about it. But they never talked about like Dragonite or anything. Like they didn't use like all of his Pokemon though. Like Dragonite, like, and you can't say Gengar because Gengar was caught in the same series, like in the same season that Dragonite was caught in. So yeah, there was you know, they didn't use everybody, or maybe they just were like, yeah, we can't animate all of them. But yeah, the outcome was right. I don't know, some of the stuff that they put in there, I don't necessarily. But again, this was a free for all. Like it was like the life points, like life points. I'm like, Ash doesn't have any life points. Him turning to stone, and that's how he dies. I guess it's kind of a callback to the first movie. So okay, for what it was.
Oh, my childhood! Whiz, quick! I need your tears! We can save him!
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even a 10th stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and his teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power.
Yes,
I'm not
that
just
is
talking
true.
about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Heart of the cards.
He trusts his deck in the same way. The heart
Yes.
of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to
There's no
support
trainer,
monsters with spells
cosmic
or
function, but
buffs. Look
this
at
is
his
false.
duels with
Gengar's only method causes team can use the
where he
fate and
bolstered his
defeats
weaker
his
cards
opponent
to take
with
down gods. With
natural
Maw and
luck.
Law, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than...
It is unlikely that Ash's Pokemon could overcome Yugi's attack disabilities and redirect cards. Pokemon moves are affected by Disable and Team Rocket's Wobbuffet regularly reflects Ash's attacks. This includes the Z moves, which have been overpowered, such yeah, that is true. And I am kind of surprised they just didn't have the Egyptian God cards take him out, but they decided to go in the kind of soft route. But yeah, it's the right outcome. Again, you're giving them all the traps, and I didn't realize they were going to give them all the traps and spells, because I thought that like would have really overpowered him, and it did. You know, like they gave Yugi everything. But then again, they gave Ash everything too, and some of the stuff, you know, worth mentioning, I don't think needed to be mentioned. But there were other Pokemon that should have been mentioned in this fight, but weren't. But again, it still wouldn't have mattered.
support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash grew hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby guys.
Mind Crush.
Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions.
Ash could attempt to destroy Yugi's cards or dual disc, but Yugi has too many defenses for him to reliably do so. Yugi also requires neither to summon monsters.
And mess with mine.
Which is right. If we're doing Duelist Kingdom rules, then yeah.
All over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the
Journeys, monsters, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes. The Afterlife. Surpassing Pokemon, yeah.
mid-tier scale to Glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with the universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, relying only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If he lost Lucario,
Ash's Gengar has never displayed this ability. Yugi's way of banishment and Soul Destroy, which would also stop Ash from surfing the Rainbow Wind. Yeah.
no more Mega.
No more Mega.
So,
And again, that wouldn't work on the God cards either, which they're not even talking
He
about
didn't have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and
Well, that is true too. In the anime, they kind of like ignore all those things, except for like a few times, like where they show the potion and stuff like that. So, oh shit.
Clear out island.
Son of a bitch! Come on, we're not finished yet.
focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like
We're not finished yet.
Setting up tricks and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a dark horse
Hold on.
win was unlikely.
Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just he wins.
Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best. And
Okay.
all over the world.
Why is it going slow? Come on.
more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even a 10 stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot.
Okay, there we go.
Comprehend his
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Ketchum's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way.
Yeah.
The heart of the cards is
Well, we
real,
already
and
went
Yugi's
over
determined to
this.
support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with American Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods with ball.
Chug trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough. And the
Yes.
Millennium Puzzle.
Yeah, he literally took a
He'll
shot
ghost,
from Raw.
Cast illusions and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tier scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Hirachi created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, relying only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mind faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution.
No Mega
So,
Evolution.
the longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on them, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, you know, ban and bait to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's...
In an alternate universe, Ash appeared in Pokemasters EXE, including such scalings that wouldn't surpass Yugi's best feats, and would suggest Yugi should get a Yugi Duel Link scaling, which expands his options even more. Yeah. If you're gonna use that, which again it's not that much developed, but if you're gonna use that, then yeah, you have to use Duel Links as well. But again, I don't know why they didn't mention Electric Tails of Pikachu either in this. So.
You know,
Not that it would change
to
anything.
draw whatever card he wants, and we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a fun whiz. You might not think it's Sparrow, but Ash got Yugi owned.
No,
The winner is Yugi Moto.
Yes, that was the right winner. Right winner.
Death Battle will be back in 2026, but right now you can check out our brand new.
Oh, that was an shit. I didn't mean to do that. All right. We can get this off now. No, we're not watching this. We already watched it.
Miles Morales.
All right.
Versus Izuku Doria.
Spider-Man versus Deku.
I'm trying to get this off.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who will win our death battle.
All right. All right. So, yeah, outcome was right. Outcome was right. There's a couple of things that I think Death Battle didn't handle correctly. I didn't like how they mentioned the friends, the friend legendaries or whatever. Like, that was something that didn't really need to be mentioned. That, to me, took away time from other Pokemon they could have mentioned in the fight. They didn't mention Dragonite, which...
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker.
Okay. They didn't mention stuff like, some of his newer Pokemon other than Gengar from the final season. His Mystic Pokemons was mentioned. But I don't know, man. This overall, it was a good animation. Just a lot of things they could have done differently. The death was respectful to Ash. Yugi wins. It wasn't even close. It was not really a surprise to me at all. It really shouldn't. Realistically, it shouldn't have been a surprise to anybody who's watched both franchises. Because I'm a big fan of both of these franchises, so it really shouldn't have been a shock. So yeah. Good one. This is probably their best animated one in a while. I mean, a lot of animation they did for it. Incredible animation. Make sure to comment, rate. If you like this video, my videos, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for the latest contents. Thank you. Yeah, that's really all. I nothing really to say except for a couple of nitpicks, like I said already, because I knew how the battle was gonna or should go. It was just seeing how the animation was gonna be perceived. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm the S Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure, besides my YouTube channel, to follow me on the Twitch, the Instagram. I do have a Discord link in the description where we discuss various topics, including this one here. And now I'm out. Peace.